So there's been some questions and some struggles that you guys have let me know about. So I want to take a similar question to the quiz for withholding and go through it. George earned $87,824.25. He's single with one allowance, gets paid monthly. His standard deduction is $304.17. The Social Security maximum taxable income was $680,400, and the Social Security percent was 6.2. Medicare was 1.45%. Ignore the Lisa. That was one thing I didn't change. George lives in Alabama. Alabama tax is the following: 2% up to $3,000, 4% for $3,000 to $6,000, and $5,000 for $6,000 or more. Or sorry, 5% for $6,000 or more. So what was George's monthly gross pay? So for monthly gross pay, you're going to take the total amount that was earned in the year. So $87,824.25, and you're going to divide that by 12. So 87,824.25 divided by 12, and that's going to give me $7,318.68. Oh, nope, not 16. 69 cents. All right, so that's how much George's gross pay from each month was. That's before everything's taken out. All right, so calculate the Social Security tax for George in 1998. Okay, Social Security has a maximum taxable income of $68,400. That means if you earn more than $68,400, you're not taxed for Social Security above that. So that means that since George's earnings for the year is greater than $68,400, this is the amount that he's taxed at that 6.2%. So you just take the $68,400 and you're going to multiply that by 6.2%. And remember, when you're doing percent, it's 0.062. You're just going to take the decimal place and move it 2 places to the left to get the decimal version of what you're looking for. So 68,400 times 0.062, and that's 4,240.8. Now, expressing that as money, you got $4,240.80. So once again, we use the $68,400 because that's the maximum taxable income for Social Security. Now, that's not the maximum taxable income on income tax or Medicare or anything like that. It's just at Social Security that you're capped at the total amount. So this is the maximum amount that you have to give to Social Security in 1998 if you earn more than $68,400. Now, that's not the absolute. You could earn less than $68,400 and you wouldn't have to pay as much. But that's the maximum you would have to pay for Social Security taxes in 1998. All right, so let's calculate the Medicare tax for George in 1998. Now, Medicare does not have a cap. So Medicare, it does not go along with the Social Security maximum taxable income, so everything gets charged for that 1.45%. So we've got $87,824.25 and we're going to multiply that by 1.45%. So if we move our decimal place 2 places over, it's 0.0145. So we're going to put that in. We're going to get $1,273.45. So that's the amount of Medicare tax that you pay into Medicare out of the $87,000. All right, so like I said, without the limit, with the upper limit on that, it's always going to be 1.45% of the total earnings. There is no cap on the Medicare. All right, so let's calculate the federal tax paid by George in 1998. Now, for this, I'm having to pull up the monthly payroll tax chart, and I pulled this off of the video that Coach Brewer did, but you can actually use it as it is on the quiz. The key thing here is going to be the same. It's not going to make that big a deal. So we know that each month, well, actually let me go back and look. All right, so we're going to need the monthly income for George. So we back up, and the monthly income was $7,318.69. So 7,318.69 per month. And you'll notice here that I've pulled the monthly payroll period part of the chart. And that's the part that I need. So now, remember, standard deduction is $304.17 per month. So you're going to want to subtract that. So that gives you a taxable, for federal purposes, of $7,074.52. So taxable monthly income is $7,074.52. All right, so then we look up through here, and 7,074.52, that's going to use this one right here. It's going to be in between there. So 3,313. I know these are hard to read. And guys, here's the thing. On your quiz, you're going to use this one, and I'm going to read through this so you know what those numbers are, because I know it's really hard to see. But for this one, the tax that you're going to pay, if your monthly income, which we know to be $7,074.52, is between this, which is $429.75 plus 25%, 0.25 of everything of the excess over 3,313. So we know that the monthly taxable is 7,074, and what we're going to do is we're going to subtract the 3,313 from that. And get 3,761.52. All right, and that's the number that goes over here. So the excess of our monthly pay over $3,000, 3,313, that's why we subtracted it, This is the amount that's over that 3,313, and that's what we're going to multiply by 25%. So I've got $3,761.52 in my calculator now. I'm going to multiply that by 0.25. That's going to give me $940.38, but I have to remember to add this in, 429.75. And guys, here's the thing. This is the maximum right here. Where that number comes from is that's the number that was calculated by all this stuff up here. So that's the maximum. If you make up to $3,313, you're going to pay $429.75 in taxes. And then anything above that, that's where you're going to multiply it times 25%. So when we add these together, we're going to get taxes of $1,370.13. So that is the amount of federal taxes that George is going to pay in 1 month. And this is not the answer we're looking for here. Sorry, I'm jumping to the end. All right. Calculate the federal tax paid by George in 1998. That's not 1998. That is 1 month. So now we need to take that and multiply it by 12 to see the total amount of taxes that was paid. And it was $16,441.56. So that is for the year. So we paid that much in taxes for the year. Now, if they're paid monthly, you have to calculate monthly and then multiply by how many months there are. If it's weekly, you have to calculate weekly how much the taxes are and then multiply by 52. If it's semi-monthly, that's twice a month. You have to figure out what it is, what each paycheck is, and multiply it by 26. And if it's weekly, you have to figure out how much it is, multiply it by 52, like I said, and then if there's one more, and that is twice monthly, semi-monthly. I don't remember what the exact term is. It's in there. But that's where you'll go in and you'll do 24. All right, so calculate the state tax paid by George in 1998. All right, so the thing is, here's the rules for this. 2% up to 3,000, 4% for 3,000 to 6,000, and 5% for 6,000 or more. Now, the thing is, it's not fair for somebody to pay 2% if they don't earn $3,000. So what you're going to do, and somebody else to pay 5% on that same $3,000 just because they made more than that. So what you have to do, 87,824.25. Now, definitely it's more than 3,000, but on that first 3,000, so 0 to 3,000, George is going to pay 2% of that $3,000. So 3,000 times 0.02, and that gives him $60. Now that's only on the 0 to 3,000. Now on the 3,000 to 6,000, there's another $3,000 there, and remember this is 2%, This is 4%. So on this 3,000 to 6,000, there's $3,000 there, and he's paying 4% on that amount of money. So 3,000 times 0.04 gives you 120. All right, so then you've got the 6,000 all the way up to $87,824.25. So what you do here to find the total amount, there's $3,000 that's taxed here. There's $3,000 that's taxed here. The rest of this, you've got to find out how much is left to be taxed at this 5%. Well, all you're going to do is you're going to take the $87,824.25. You're going to subtract 6,000 from it. So 87,824.25 minus 6,000. So that's going to give you a taxable amount of $81,824.25. And then you're going to multiply it times that 5%, and that gives you a tax of $4,091.21. $4,091.21. All right, now to find the total amount of taxes paid, you just have to go down this column right here and add them all up. So 60 plus 120 plus 4,091.21. So the total amount of taxes paid to the state by George was $4,271.21. All right, so then if you wanted to find what the net pay was, the net pay is just what you're going to go through and you're going to take everything out of that. So I don't have everything written down. So you got $4,271.20. 4,271.21. That's state. You got 16,441.56. That's federal taxes. You got 1,273.45. And that was Medicare. And you got 4,240.80. Social Security taxes. All right, so the gross pay is how much he earned total. $87,824.25 before you take anything out. And then you have to calculate and subtract all this stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. 87,824.25 minus 4,240.80 minus 1,273.45 minus 16,441.56 minus 4,271.21. All right, so when you subtract all this, subtract all that stuff out, you get 61,597.23. So this would be the net pay for the year with all the things taken out. All right, I hope that video helped a little bit. If you've got questions, email me. If some of the questions are not answering correctly and you've worked it out 2 or 3 times the way I've shown you here and it's still not working out, coming out correct, let me know, because there may still be some changes to that quiz answers that I need to make. So let me know about those. All right, and email me if you got questions on anything, and I can do other videos like this.